Welcome back. In this session we're going to create a new empty virtual machine and connect to our Ubuntu 32-bit ISO that we downloaded from our last session. To do this, all we're going to do is going to select New. We're going to type in Ubuntu. Let's call it Assessment. As you can see, it's come up with Linux. Now we want to have Ubuntu 32-bit to match the ISO that we downloaded. We'll go next. The system has recommended 768 meg of RAM. I'm going to take that up to 1024 meg of RAM. I've got 16 gig in my machine. Hopefully you'll have around 4 gig at least. If not, keep it at the 768 recommended. We're going to now create a virtual hard disk. We're going to leave it at the default, which is create a virtual hard disk now, and hit create. Our hard disk file type, well, there's a number of different types we could use. VDI, which is the default for VirtualBox, VMDK, which is the default for VMware, VHD, which is used by Microsoft, HD, or HDD I should say, which is done by Parallels, which is for Mac, QED and QCOW. We're not going to worry about, they are ones that you possibly won't see for quite some time. So let's just make sure that we have it on the default, which is VDI, the VirtualBox disk image. Our storage on the disk is going to be, let's make it dynamically allocated. This means that whenever we start off with a small file size, and it will grow when we add things to it, to that file, until we've reached our allocated size, our maximum allocated size, which in this case will be about 8 gig. The fixed size, what it does is it will allocate a whole 8 gig of file space on your physical hard drive, which is 8 gig that might not all be used. So we're going to use dynamically allocated. And we're going to have a file size of 8 gig. So that's the virtual hard disk, the VDI that we have created, is going to be 8 gig in size. And because it's dynamically allocated, it will only go to that 8 gig. So we're just going to create. Okay, as you can see at this point, we have actually created an empty virtual machine and it is powered off. However, at this point we can't do any installation because we need to ensure that our DVD drive is connected to what we call an ISO. So what we go to storage, we click on where it's got controller IDE. Underneath you'll see something that looks like a disk, a DVD. We're going to click on that. We go to the attributes for the optical drive, and again we click on this little disk icon or DVD icon on the side, and we're going to choose a virtual optical disk file. As you can see, I'm going to downloads. If you remember from last time, I downloaded the Ubuntu ISO to my downloads folder. I'm going to select Ubuntu, and as you see it has that ISO extension, and I'm just going to go open. And we can see now that under the controller IDE we've now got Ubuntu 14.04. It's our desktop, it's i386, and it's the ISO. And we go OK. So now we now have our virtual machine, and that virtual machine has now been, basically what we've done is we've put the DVD of Ubuntu 14.04 into the virtual machine's DVD drive. Okay, so that's it for today, well, for this session, and in the next session we will install our Ubuntu desktop.